Thank you. So thank you. Welcome. So who here would like to predict your future? Okay, if you could predict your future, what would you do with it? Right? Do you really want to know your future? Because there's one sure way to predict your future: to create it. So I'm going to give you a formula tonight, a magic formula, but not really so magic. Magic enough that you can create your future. Anyone have a goal, something that they would like to be in their future? If you could predict your future and create your future, think about something that you would want to happen. Maybe something in the near future or within the next couple of months. Everyone have something in mind? Okay, so think of that thing. You don't have to share it. I mean, you can if you want, but think of that goal that you have, or that desire, or what it is that you want to have happen in your future. And then I want you to put a date on it. So the formula, which I'll share the third part with you in a minute, but the first two parts are: I want to accomplish X, which is what you want, by Z, which is the date on which you want it to happen. And get as specific as you want. Say, this is going to happen by Friday the 20th before 5 p.m. Like, get as specific as you want, because then you can really full on imagine it. And the third part is probably the most important aspect of this. Why do you want it? Why do you want this in your future? Why do you want this to happen? And then I'm going to share with you how to make it. As much as you can remember something from the past, I'm going to share with you a formula on how to create a future memory. Anyone want to learn about future memories? Right? Because if you can remember the future as clearly as you remember the past, what does that do? That gives you that confidence that you know in your heart of hearts, the level of your soul, you know that it's true because it happened at some point in the future. Your future, for certain. Not a guess, not a wish, not a hope. For certain, your future. It's as real as the past, isn't it? So I want you to think about what you want. I will accomplish X by Z because of Y. Why do you want it? Now take a moment, and you can close your eyes if you want, but picture it. See what you'll be seeing when you have this. Through your own eyes. Not like you're an observer, but you're observing the situation through your own eyes. And imagine that it's 15 minutes after you've successfully accomplished this. And how do you feel? Notice how you feel. You've accomplished it. You've done it. You've got it. 100%. Just take that in for a minute. Notice what you're saying to yourself. Yes. This is awesome. I did it. What do you say to yourself when you accomplish something that you set out to accomplish? Right? So imagine it's 15 minutes after you've successfully accomplished it. You accomplished X. You accomplished it by Y. And now it's 15 minutes after, and you know why you did this. It's important to you. And notice how good you feel about it. And what you're saying to yourself, and what you see, and how you see things differently, perhaps. And this is how you predict your future, by creating your future. A future memory, as real as any memory from the past. As real as anything that's ever happened to you, only you're just remembering what happens in the future. Because life is choice. And you make the choices of what you want, right? You make the choice of when you want it to happen. You make the choices of the actions that you take to make this happen. And it's that real, it's that solid, it's you own it. You have it within you. So imagine, take a moment, I'm going to take you on a journey. You can close your eyes for this, but imagine that you have a timeline, a continuum of your time, from the past to the present and into your future. And at some point in this future is when you set this outcome for yourself. So imagine you could float up out of your timeline and float over that moment in the future and have this outcome in your hands, and you breathe life into it. Just take a deep breath. And as you let out a great You're putting energy into this. You're solidifying it. You're making it real. And you do it again. And now you release it and you let it drop down into that moment in the future. And it's there. And float back to now, only as quickly as you realize that you've locked that in. It's locked in place, as if it's already there, because it is. And as you come back to now, you know your future. You can predict your future because you just created it. I'm happy for you. Thank you.